I'm going to work on some projects that are 99% done, and I am embarrassed to tell you how long these projects have been 99% done for. So I'm going to tell you anyway. It would be since I lived in Victoria. So I lived in Western Australia for 6 years. I've been here for 6 months now. So you do the maths. It was a long time ago. And some of these projects are massive, like not massive, but big projects. Like they would have taken a while to knit. So it has been a long time. And yeah, they've just been sitting there and they're so nearly done. So the reason I'm going to finish them or work on finishing them today, hopefully, is I really want to start a new project, but I'm going to do a gift for somebody that's a knitted project and I can't get the wool yet. So rather than just starting another new project, which really excites me and I want to do it, I decided I would finish some old ones. And don't get me wrong, I've still got my leg warmers that are half done, so I could just work on those. But I figured I'm going to go tomorrow and pick up this wool for this new project. So today I figured I would finish off some old projects. So first off, we got this scarf. All I've got to do is knit in these ends and then decide if I'm going to make it a calanon. So I've got that one. I've got another scarf, which is massive. So I've got to like kind of try these all on, see how they go. Because they were from so long ago, I don't even know, like, couldn't tell you the time I wore these colors, but maybe it'll work. Or if anyone wants them, send me a message. Like this, they're all like 100% wool. And this is amazing. Like it's this big chunky scarf thing and it's beautiful. But like, I'm pretty sure all I have to do is cast it off. So there is a bit of a loose thread there. I'll have to fix that. But that'll be an easy fix. But yeah, pretty sure I just have to cast it off. And I'm not sure why I didn't. And then knit in all the ends. So there's that. And then there was more. There's a couple of projects that have holes in it. So the moths have gotten them. So I'm not sure. And they're finished, but they've just got holes now. So I'm not sure what to do about those, whether I just mend them or not. But I figured patching things is a project for another day. I figured the 3 that I'd picked today was more than enough because this one's huge. This isn't even all of it. It's like, oh God, it's all in pieces. Basically, it's like a shawly poncho thing. And there's like all these pieces that have to be stuck together, stitched together. And I'm pretty sure I started it. I did. I've started stitching them together because you can see that one's half stitched together. Like, yeah. Anyway, I've got to stitch them all together. And I have a feeling it's not long enough. So what I figured I might do is, it's come undone from where I've stitched it together. So look, I'm just going to have to undo that one and do it all again, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to have to do is once I've stitched it all together, I reckon I need to add an extra inch or something to the bottom because I don't think it's long enough. But I'm not that tall. So I'm just going to stitch it together and then try it on. And then it's got this detailing that kind of runs through it that I've got to add on. So there's that. So they're the 3. I'm going to work on these today. But first, I'm really good at procrastinating. So first, I'm going to go and chop up some apples to stew some apples. So I'll bring you along for the ride and then we'll start work on the first one and figure out what we want to do with it. So the first project I'm going to do is this scarf. I was trying to decide whether to make it a cowl or a scarf. But I think we'll just do it first as a scarf for now because I haven't left enough thread to make it a cowl, and I think it'll work. So all I have to do for this one is weave in all the ends. So I'm sitting out here in the sun and I have a cup of tea. I've got my book here, so when I'm done I can reward myself with reading. So basically I'm just going to thread in each of the ends and get cracking, and that'll be project 1 of 3. So I'll probably speed it up now so you don't have to watch minute by minute. Alright, that is that one done. That took me, I reckon, less than 10 minutes, and that has been sitting there for, I'm going to say over 7 years. Like that. I think I still love it. Look, if you love it more, send me a message. You can buy it. It is 100% wool, but also I don't really sell my pieces. So yeah, it would only be if somebody really, really wanted it, but it's so soft and so fluffy. I think I'm going to take this with me to the sheep and wool show because I wear a lot of neutrals and it kind of has those neutral tones in it and the khaki, and I feel like the purple just gives it a pop. So really happy with how this one has worked out, and honestly the sense of pride that I get when I actually like finish something, like it looks so beautiful now. Could have done that years ago. So just gonna chill and read for a bit now, and then yeah, we'll work on the next one. Okay, so this is the next project, and I don't know if you can see how long it is. It's wild. It's just massive. I don't really know what I was thinking, and maybe that's why I didn't finish it, because now I'm like, what is this? It's like the world's largest scarf. It's wild. Like, yeah, it's touching the ground. Anyway, so I'm not sure why I haven't cast it off. I'm wondering if maybe I didn't have enough yarn for the ends, but it actually just looks like it's finished. Like, I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm gonna have a close look. Pretty sure I'm just gonna cast it off and then stitch in all the ends. There's ends on all the, sorry, bad filming, ends to be stitched in. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, 100% Australian merino wool. It is beautiful, high quality wool. Like, it feels amazing, but it's just such a wild base. It reminds me of Neapolitana ice cream. Crazy, but let's get this one done. Okay, so from what I can see, I'm pretty sure I just have to cast it off. There is one stitch here that's not quite even, but I'm just gonna fix. Ooh, these needles are so nice. They're 4.5 mil. They're bamboo or wood. They just feel really nice. Guessing the needles I've been using lately haven't been as lovely. So yeah, I'm just fixing. I don't know if you can see, there's like a loose thread. So I'm just basically distributing that across the other stitches to fix it, because I don't need that there. Which is fine. That's easy fix. So I'll do that. And then yeah, I'm gonna cast it off, which is wow. I remember doing this scarf. I lived in Melbourne. It was the last place I lived in before I left Melbourne. So I lived in a suburb called Eltham, which was in the hills of North Melbourne. And I remember sitting on my balcony. I had a swing chair, like an egg chair, and I would sit in it in the cold, wrapped up in a blanket, and I was knitting this scarf. And yeah, I left Melbourne at the end in October of, was it October? Yeah, September of 2019. So, and we're now in 2026. So that tells you how long this project has been sitting there unfinished, which is wild because like it's literally done. I just have to cast it off and stitch in the ends. So I've shared before my fear of finishing projects, that I'm going to stuff them up in the last percent. And I also changed my mind, like when I was showing you guys this one before. I'm like, it's so big and it's so extreme, like the pattern and the colors, and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't like it. And I reckon that's the stage I got to, that I was like, I'm not sure if I like this, and I was considering undoing it all and starting again. And obviously there's just so many hours of work that's gone into this. Like I couldn't even imagine how many hours I spent making this. It would be a very, very long time. So to undo it all is just wild to think about. But I frequently almost finish projects and then undo them and start again. But looking back at this one, it is quite beautiful, and I'm not going to undo it because it is a stunning piece, and if I don't love it, somebody else will love it. So yeah, maybe I just need to start selling my pieces, who knows. But yeah, so maybe I wonder, all those other ones that I've like knitted and undone, I wonder if future me would have actually loved them and been like, hey, this is great, you should have kept this. All right, I'm gonna cast it off. This is wild. Yeah, so many years. I've checked, I'm pretty sure I have the right number of rows and everything. The amount of wool in this, say it was, they're big balls, I think they're about $30 a ball, and I think it'd be like probably, I'd say it'd have to be at least 8 balls. So bear with me. 8 threes, what's that, 24? Yeah, 24. So $240 worth of wool alone, I think, if not more. That's being generous, I think. But yeah, pay for quality. Maybe that's why I never cast it off, because the needles annoyed me. But I doubt it, because I kept using them, so it couldn't have been that bad. My partner actually ended up finishing work early this afternoon, so he's coming home early. He's just going to the gym, and I'm like, you can't interrupt my knitting projects. I'm trying to finish my knitting, even though the other one I don't think I'll finish. I'm just going to work on it. But yeah, I was like, you were meant to be at work till 6 o'clock, and he finished at about 3:30, and then was like, I'm going to go to the gym, and then come home. I was like, well, don't interrupt me. But I'm actually really excited because we don't get to spend that many evenings together, and tonight's our date night. That's why I was making the apple turnover for our date night. And yeah, we are going to watch From All to Life, because it's the show that we've watched since we first got together, which is, so this is our 3rd season of watching it together. And honestly, I know it's not a great show, but he knows that too. Something we do together, and it's fun. All right, so that's it, off the needles. Now I'm going to go through and weave in all the ends. All right, catch you in an hour. Shouldn't take that long. So I finished this one, done all the ends. It is ridiculously large, as you can see. I do have a scarf pin, so I could probably put it on and then like pin it into place or something. But anyway, it's done. It's amazingly soft, and like the pattern, it's a lot of work. So yeah, that's project 2. We'll see how I go with the next one. Oh, I could also just wear it, I guess, like a scarf. It's just the world's biggest scarf.
The very next day.
Okay,
Okay, so it's the next day and I got the 2 projects done. I haven't done the 3rd one yet, but I got to drive into the city today to pick up the wool for the new project. So the 3rd one's not looking great. I will still work on it. It's still there, ready to be done. So I think I will start this project because this is for a gift for somebody. So this is the yarn that I've got, which is really nice. It's 100% merino. I think it's Australian. I think all merino is Australian, but that could just be a really big assumption. And yeah, one of a kind dye. So yeah, there was a color there that I really, really loved, but they're saving it for the sheep and wool show. So yeah, I couldn't get that. It was going to be the perfect color, but that's okay. I think this one will work just as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick up some milk from the grocery store and then head back home. So the city's about 35 minutes away from our house. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and head back over to home.
I didn't get the 3rd project done, but that's okay. I feel so much accomplishment from just finishing the other 2 projects. The fact that they'd sat there for so long, like 7 years, and both of them were done in like under an hour is wild to me. And I actually wore the longer one today. I loved it. It was so warm and so cozy. So it also inspires me to finish the 3rd project. So I will finish it. I will share that with you. It will just be another video. I'm also going to, wind this ball or this skein into a ball and then work on starting this new project. So it's got to be done in like 2 weeks, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, which it shouldn't take that long. It's just like getting motivated and getting it done. And then, I'm gonna work on getting the other project finished as well. So that was the like cardigan, not really cardigan, shawl, whatever it was. So yeah, I'm still going to prioritize it and get it finished because I bought that wool probably 10 years ago and it should be used. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different to what I normally do. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed, that would be amazing. If you want to share what you want to see more of, if you like this style, or if you like just the ones where I sit and talk about what I'm thinking and feeling, I'll probably just keep doing both. So, but I would love to hear what you like and what you want to hear more about. And thanks for being here.